Okay, what if Issei was a dragon god part 9? We currently see Valkyrie talking to her little sister. As her little sister asks Valkyrie, how will you ensure our victory for the first round since Adam is not fighting against he's not fighting against Thor in the first round, so how will you ensure the victory of humanity for the first round? As then Valkyrie said, I have a special trump card for my use, who has the potential to even surpass Adam. The only reason why he didn't surpass Adam and he can't fight the god Zeus like Adam probably can is because he doesn't possess the god eyes. But if he did, he would probably be a better user than Adam. He surpasses Adam. He has the potential to surpass Adam in every way because this man is the smartest human in all of humanity's history, smarter than Albert Einstein himself. As then Valkyrie's little sister, then said, who? The creator of the Tesla coil. The one Elon Musk named his company after. Yes, Nikola Tesla, the inventor of the Tesla coil. The reason why most of humanity's technology is there, and signals is there too. As then Valkyrie's little sister says, wait, how are you gonna get Nikola Tesla? And how are you gonna bring him back to his prime? How are you gonna bring him back to his prime? As then Valkyrie said, oh, I've already revived him already. And I've already used magic to reverse his aging process, to reverse his body. Like in his brain, like reverse his cerebral brain function back into the past, reverse his body basically to where he was younger, like reversed his body into his prime. So like he can be 20 years old even though he's been living for like 80 years old, but he will have the body of a 20-year-old back in his prime, with prime knowledge and everything, with his prime omni-fabrication skills. As in Valkyrie's little sister was satisfied. As then Valkyrie says, let's wait until the first round of the Ragnarok begins. As Valkyrie was on her TV. Meanwhile, at the record of Ragnarok, the announcer then screamed out, the first round of the record of Ragnarok shall begin. It shall begin. And now we should start off with the God team. The team of gods. We will have Thor, that Titan killer, the Titan slayer. God of lightning itself. One of the strongest gods besides Zeus himself, and the first son of Zeus, the oldest of all of the gods but Zeus himself. And he is Zeus's right-hand man as Thor came up. As then he summoned his divine hammer from Olympus itself. His divine hammer, as it was very large, it can crush the human skull into dust if any human got hit with it. As then the announcer, as every god was cheering for Thor, as the Hindu god of destruction and some other gods said, do not show any mercy on humanity. I want you to obliterate every last one of them. Don't show mercy. Make sure you take away all of their hope. This is their punishment. for not providing us any prayers or power. As humanity got scared of this, because humanity, they don't have any powers at all. And these are deities. Even though they're in their weakened form, they still got powers. They're still deities who are able to destroy states or countries. So they got scared, like that they could, if all of them teamed up against humanity, they could make them go extinct. They got scared because they knew that not even military power would work on them. So they were shivering in their boots. As then, Sir Jackson Reyes said, "This isn't good. No. Whoever, even on the human team, whoever will fight Thor, he's a literal god. Humans, they have little to no magical mana, and even the magicians, they have little to no mana. How are they gonna, except for the ones with the sacred gears? Humanity has little to no mana except for the ones with the sacred gears, which is very rare. How is humanity going to be able to compete with the literal god unless they have a sacred gear? This is bad. No, this is terrible." And then the announcer then screamed out, "For the team of humanity, the defender of humanity, the one that will defend humanity in this round, the one that will have humanity's fate in his hands in this round, shall come up. He is the very being, he is the very human that is the smartest man in existence. He is the very human that even Albert Einstein himself has acknowledged to be the smartest man. He is the human that Elon Musk, his company, named after. He is the creator of the Tesla coin, Nikola Tesla." The announcer then screamed out, as everybody was in shock, as they all screamed out for Tesla's name, as Tesla appeared in a puff of smoke out of nowhere with gloves and goggles on him. These were his new inventions. You see, before Nikola Tesla died and stuff, at his last age of breath, he had actually been inventing something. He didn't know he was gonna die. He thought he was gonna live longer because he lived a healthy life. He thought he was gonna live to 100. But Nikola Tesla, you see, he created a device. He created goggles and gloves, but these aren't ordinary goggles and gloves. He was above his generation. He was even above he was a generational genius. Like, his genius was so above humanity that humanity can live out 5 centuries and he would still, and his genius and technological knowledge and intelligence would be over 5 centuries in the future, would be over 5 centuries in the future, even stated by Albert Einstein himself, that the smartest human being would be Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was leagues above Einstein, and his IQ was estimated to be about 387 IQ. Nikola Tesla said it himself that he is the man. He is a man who can split the earth itself if he wanted to. You see, Nikola Tesla created these gloves, and these gloves, they have the ability, you see, these gloves they transmit energy, and these gloves have the function to being able to manipulate atoms and molecules to no limitation at all, except for if the glove battery dies. And Nikola has charged this glove battery with a lot of energy. He's charged it with Tesla coil energy and even energy from the sun. Yes, Nikola Tesla has made a drone. He didn't use solar panels, no. He's made a drone He's made a drone full of indestructible energy, which is from space. Because Nikola Tesla has a astronaut brother, and his brother basically goes to space and gives Nikola Tesla like artifacts from space to do research on them to help better humanity. So with the artifacts Nikola Tesla's brother gave him, Nikola Tesla did research on this artifact, and the material was ether. You see, this material, it was absolutely indestructible. Like, there was no way of breaking it unless if like you split its atoms apart. But besides that, there was literally no way of like destroying it. Like, it was indestructible. So Nikola Tesla used ether. He made a drone out of ether, and he sent it to the actual surface of the sun itself. And he grabbed solar energy, like the literal energy of the sun, literally right there. And this drone was moving faster than the speed of light, so it took like 8.3 minutes for it to get to the sun. As it absorbed some of the energy, like 1% of the energy, and it put it inside of the gloves. The gloves were also made out of ether. That's why it didn't destroy, and that's why Nikola Tesla doesn't feel the heat. Because if it wasn't made out of ether, him and the gloves and Nikola Tesla would have died. Like, if the gloves weren't made out of ether, the gloves would have been destroyed. Even if the gloves weren't destroyed. If he would wear them, the gloves would have been destroyed and it would have burned his hand and killed him. So yeah. And the goggles are for Nikola Tesla to actually see the atoms. Cause like, see how the atoms flow. Cause like, how can you manipulate atoms if you can't see them? So yeah. Cause he was also told by the Valkyrie. Wait, not the Valkyrie. No, this is in his past life. When he made all of these inventions, Nikola Tesla had died. But in the grave of Nikola Tesla, his brother made a funeral for him, and he decided to bury him. But into honoring his death, his brother placed his inventions, Nikola Tesla's like gloves and goggles, above Nikola Tesla. This is Nikola Tesla's younger brother. He's an astronaut. Nikola Tesla was 80 at the time, and Nikola Tesla's younger brother was like 30. He knew his brother from his mom and stuff, because he would visit his mom. And his brother had placed his inventions above like Nikola Tesla when he died. Not the heavy inventions like the Tesla coil, the goggles and the gloves. That's why when Valkyrie revived Nikola Tesla, he already had these inventions. But back out of the flashback, all of humanity cheered for Nikola Tesla. Because this is the smartest man in existence. Even Albert Einstein himself cheered him on. Yes, Albert Einstein was in the back corner. It doesn't matter. When the gods have summoned all the humans, like to the record of Ragnarok, it doesn't matter if you were dead or alive, because like Valkyrie is able to bring beings like Adam into the record of Ragnarok, the father of humanity. So it doesn't matter if you're dead or alive. As long as you've been on the earth before, like you could be from the very beginning of time, beginning of the earth, and you would still be at the record of Ragnarok. Amen. All of the humans were cheering on Nikola Tesla, as Valkyrie had a wicked smile on her face. She knew that with the power of Nikola Tesla's gloves, that Thor didn't stand a chance. Because Nikola Tesla explained how the gloves worked to her. Because Valkyrie asked him, what are the gloves for? He explained that these gloves are able to manipulate the atoms and molecules, able to manipulate the atoms and molecules and even electrons itself too. So, if Thor tries charging up his electricity attack on him, on me, Nikola Tesla said to her in Valkyrie's flashback, the lightning would simply, if I would just remove the electrons, like disconnect them, unassemble them, then the lightning would disappear. Because lightning is made of billions of electrons. But let's just say if you were to unconnect these electrons, the lightning wouldn't be there anymore. Unless if you were able to put them back. So all those Thor's abilities are practically useless. And he can also use these electrons to reflect back Thor's lightning back at him, and even showing him a great deal of pain. Or he can also use the lightning too, or he can create fire or even physical matter out of atoms. With these gloves alone, this basically made Nikola Tesla a freaking god. Like, he can basically, Nikola Tesla can pretty much alter reality, but on the physical scale. Like, he can alter like physical items. It's not on a big scale, it's like on a very, very small scale. He can basically alter reality because he's altering matter and stuff. Nikola Tesla can manipulate matter with these gloves, and and with the goggles he can see the flow of matter. As then, the announcer then said, 3, 2, 1, start. As the fireworks shot up above the stadium. As it then said, let the official Ragnarok start. As Zeus started, why do I keep getting confused? As Thor started charging his lightning on his hammer. As he said, give up, Tesla. You are never going to defeat me. You don't have the power to defeat me. You are a mere human. As he said this, when Thor said this, he then shot up lightning at Tesla. But Tesla, all he did was merely touch the lightning. And his theory of electrons, if he disconnect them, worked. The electrons disconnected, resulting in the lightning to just be gone, like it's not there anymore. As everyone's eyes widened, everybody was in pure shock, except for Azathoth. You see, because Azathoth, ever since he's gained Great Red's powers, after fighting the Beast of the Apocalypse, or issei, whatever his, because Azathoth is issei, but ever since fighting the Beast of the Apocalypse and absorbing the power, he has obtained cosmic knowledge. Like, he's not omniscient automatically. He could make himself omniscient, but he's gained cosmic knowledge about like things like extraterrestrial life and how the multiverse works, like the laws of the multiverse, like the laws of fate, the laws of physics, the laws of matter, the laws of reality, the laws of energy, the laws of conservation, etc. He's gained knowledge of all of that. So he's not really surprised. He knew what Tesla was doing, because he knows Tesla is a scientist. He actually admired him. Nikola Tesla was a scientist, and he saw like the atoms too. He saw the atoms move, as he saw that he saw that the electrons disassembled and the lightning disassembled. So he knew what Tesla was doing. He didn't have any lightning manipulation powers itself. He was using pure science to defeat magic. It was brilliant. And he had honored Tesla because of that. But humanity was in shock. As even Sir Jackson, as Rias was in shock, even her peerage. Rias then said, how is this possible? How is he able to... I know he's a scientist, smartest scientist in the world, but how is he able to cancel out Thor's lightning? It should be impossible. Even though it should be impossible, I'm not against it. Look at me. I love humanity. I'm not against it. I don't want them to perish. But how is this even possible? No. With a feat like that alone, being able to cancel out a god's attack? Nah, I want him in my peerage now. I need to get him in my peerage. I need to convince him to join my peerage, said Arius. As Sir Zex was in absolute surprise, so was Graphia. To think that a mere human, can cancel out the attack of the gods. Impossible. Then, at the god side, they were all in shock. But some petty gods like the god of destruction of Hindu, he was pissed. He was like, how is this possible? Thor is one of the most powerful gods, besides Zeus-sama. How is that possible? He's able to just cancel out his attack like it's mere nothing. No. He was angry, as Thor himself was shocked. Not even the Titans can do that. But a mere human? A mere human? A mere human just canceled out his attack. As Thor charged up more electricity. As then Nikola Tesla also charged up electricity in both of his hands. He charged up electricity in both of his hands. As Thor and Nikola Tesla ran up at him, but everybody was still in shock. How does he have lightning? How does he have the ability to manipulate lightning like that? I thought only Thor and Zeus had those abilities. Is Nikola Tesla a god? But Professor Albert Einstein knew what Nikola Tesla was doing. He didn't think it was possible. But he's seen it with his own eyes. Being able to manipulate atoms and molecules and electrons itself is not a small feat. He didn't think it was possible, but he had no other doubt for it to be from Nikola Tesla. As Nikola Tesla also charged up at Thor as both of their attacks hit. As Thor hit the lightning on Nikola Tesla's arm, causing him to bleed a little, as he screamed out in pain. Same as Thor also screamed out in pain. Cause these were billions of electrons. Yes, he gathered these up from the air. He gathered the electrons from Thor's lightning magic and stuff, and the electrons from the very universe outside of the record of Ragnarok dimensional planet. You see, the record of Ragnarok realm was actually, it wasn't just a dimension, it was actually just an alternate planet, just the same size as Earth itself. It's an alternate planet in space, but it is located in another galaxy though. Yes, it is located in another galaxy. It's located in the closest galaxy near the Milky Way galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy itself. As Thor was tired out because this lightning did more damage than he did more damage to Tesla, as Thor was breathing very hard. As Thor then said, "How are you still standing? How are you not tired?" As then Nikola Tesla then said, "Because my will to beat all of you gods and to save humanity. That's why. I'm not tired." Like that at all. Everybody was still in shock. How was he able to do more damage to Thor, my son, my strongest son, my firstborn, said Zeus, as he clenched his fist in anger. As then Tesla then said, "Hear," he screamed out, "hear me, gods and humanity. Hear me. Watch with all of your eyes open and clearly, because I'm going to show you. I'm going to make you witness something of pure impossibilities and imagination, pure fantasies and stuff. I'm going to make you view the impossible. I'm going to make the impossible possible." As then Nikola Tesla used the atoms and molecules to manipulate the wind itself as he flew up in the air, faster than the speed of sound itself. As no one knew what was going on, but Nikola Tesla was not in the scene. He was above the stadium. Like, he was above way more than 100,000 feet above the stadium. Like, maybe, yeah, 1,000,000,000 feet above the stadium. As Nikola Tesla, he wasn't a man of bluffing. He was a man of truth. When he said that he had the power to destroy the earth, to cut the earth in half, to cut the heavens, the earth, and even Olympus in half, he was not lying. As Nikola Tesla used the most power he ever used in his life on these globes, as he used it to split the atoms of the earth, not the earth, of the record of Ragnarok planet itself. He used all the atoms and molecules and power to split the record of Ragnarok planet in half. It looked like when Saitama, it looked like the event where Saitama sneezed on Jupiter, as the whole planet was cut in half as Nikola Tesla dropped down. The planet used to be in one big mass, but now it was in two separate masses. He had split the mass in half, as the other half of the planet was just floating in space. As the other stadiums, as on the God side and on humanity side, even though they're on other sides, even though they're on the other sides of space, because the planet was cut in half, they were in pure and utter shock. How is this possible? Most of them said. Even Albert Einstein was scared. This was impossible. This should not be in the realm of possibilities. How the hell is this possible? Even the announcer was in pure and utter shock. As Arias then said, a being with that caliber, if I had him on my peerage, I would be unstoppable. I would probably even be the heir to the Gremory family, and I would probably be able to rule over hell. But how is this possible? To being able to almost destroy a whole planet. A whole planet. This shouldn't be possible. Even the gods were saying this. Even the gods were saying this. This shouldn't be possible. Most of the gods got scared because most of the gods are not planetary. Most of the gods cannot destroy a planet. The only one that can destroy a planet and up is Zeus himself. Like, most of the gods, they cap, like, the highest god besides Zeus, Thor, caps at continental. He can only destroy a continent. But Nikola Tesla cut the entire record of Ragnarok planet in half. Everybody was still in shock. How was this possible? At this event, as then the gods knew now that they should not underestimate humanity anymore. If they have beings like this on their side, matter of fact, Nikola Tesla with that mere power alone should be a god. He should be the god of technology. As then Azathoth then said, Tesla, You really have to show off in front of yourself, in front of these gods, these pathetic gods. But it was understandable though. It will now show them that they should not underestimate humanity. As then Azathoth extended his tentacles on both of the planets on the other side of each other. As they were both in different solar systems in the Andromeda galaxy, that's how far it sent them back. Both of these sliced planets. As Azathoth merely connected it back together like glue, as it was fully fixed. Azathoth also manipulated the atoms too. Nah, actually he didn't need the atoms. He just imagined and expected that. Nah, issei, he doesn't need expectations since he doesn't have intrusive thoughts. He doesn't have unwanted thoughts. That's also a part of his reality warping abilities. He removed intrusive thoughts. He doesn't have those. So he just imagined the earth back together. But he can still use it with expectation. He imagined the earth back together by expecting it too. Not the earth, the record of Ragnarok realm back together. I keep getting it confused. He imagined the record of Ragnarok realm back together, back into full pieces. Even though he had to extend his arm into another solar system, he brought them back together. Now it's one full mass, it's one full planet. How is that even possible, said Thor, as he was looking at Nikola Tesla. How are you able to cut a whole planet? It's so. As then Nikola Tesla said, you see, I'm just like a magician. I never reveal my secrets, said Nikola Tesla, as Thor got pissed off. As then Nikola Tesla then said, oh, you think I'm done with you? Oh, I got one final attack that will ensure my victory. That will guarantee my victory. Cause you've probably already lost your will to fight me now. You probably lost your will. Or almost lost your will. But just to make sure of that, I will add something. It's an attack. It's weaker than before, but it'll still do the damage. As then, even though Nikola Tesla used all that energy, he still has more energy because he's gotten energy from the sun itself. So he's used energy, he used atoms. He's combined atoms from the air. Like, he can manipulate atoms anywhere. He doesn't have to touch it. He can just manipulate them. The goggles, it allows the gloves to like interact with his brain, letting him manipulate the atoms with his brain with a thought, as he combines the atoms and molecules, and he creates solid matter out of them. You see, matter? You see, you can't create anything out of nothing. That's Nikola Tesla is not creating matter out of nothing, like I just told you. He's creating them out of pure atoms. So he's not really creating, he's more forming. Yeah, he's not really creating, he's more forming. As to the audience, it looked like he was creating something out of nothing, as everybody was surprised. They couldn't see what the object was at first. They were surprised that a mere human can create something out of pure nothingness. Only gods like Zeus can do that. But then everybody's eyes had widened, even though they're kind of not surprised anymore, because he just almost destroyed the planet. They're not surprised that he can do this. But they saw a big meteor hovering above the stadium. They weren't surprised, but they were all in fear, except for Zeus and Azathoth. As then Nikola Tesla then said, to make sure you gods don't underestimate humanity, I will be taking one of your gods out. Thor, As when Nikola Tesla said this, everybody's eyes had widened as the gods were in pure anger. But before they can do anything, the meteor descended down to the stadium, went down to the stadium only to attack Thor. And it hit Thor. It hit Thor very hard, crushing all of his bones, and his face was unrecognizable, filled with blood, as he was on the ground, as he was almost dead. As Nikola Tesla went up to him and checked his pulse, and he said, "Wow, it appears you're not dead after all. So, it appears that you have far greater ability. Well, if I was in the armor of ether, I can probably do the same thing. But, dang. At least now I know not to underestimate a god's durability, being able to survive a meteor. A meteor as big as a continent. I'm glad that it didn't hit anybody in the stadium though. As then the announcer then screamed out, "Winner, Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla, the smartest man alive. The man who has the estimated IQ of 387. The man who was able to split the entire record of Ragnarok planet and almost destroy it. The man who was able to create a meteor out of pure nothingness." That's what the announcer or the robot thought that Nikola Tesla did. He thought he created it out of nothing. As all of humanity cheered for Nikola Tesla, as they called him their hero, as the gods were quite watchful of Nikola Tesla. As now they know truly not to underestimate humanity. As then the infirmary came in as they took away Thor.